Good Tuesday evening, gang. Hope you had a heck of a Labor Day weekend. Those of you who have been around here know I had a fustercluck. Yeesh. Good news is the wife is improving day by day. We don't look like we have to reschedule our upcoming long overdue honeymoon, which is, it's kind of an emphasis to say that. Hey, JC Swishman. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could find us here. You had to work on Labor Day. Fun stuff. And hi, son. I saw your kidneys earlier. Even though Gorgo's older than me, apparently I'm the old man of the Out of the Park affiliate crew. Hey, EVC, did you leave your stream running? Because you better go catch it. Don't worry, EVC. I did it too way back in my start of my stream career, which was, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. No, I've done it before. Don't worry, gone to bed, woken up, wondered why I never got my report and realized I was still streaming. I was like, ooh, that really kills the numbers. Brendan putting his stamp on tonight because he is expecting to win this game, you would think. Thank you, Brendan. 13 months, tier 1 sub, sincerely appreciated. I think we should get this shindig started because this is a heck of a game we got going, don't you think?
Let's go while we're young.
Well, tell me about it. Keep Rives almighty. Is that guy ever gonna soften up on me? Probably not. Probably not. Let go!
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Well, son of a bitch.
One of these days. One of these days. Kitty dance. So
LFGGGGGG.
So in continuation of Sunday's stream, the Here's Why You're Wrong crew is once again in one-up mode, apparently. Aiden had to make sure that he followed on Brendan's tier 1 sub, apparently. Thank you, Aiden. 17 months sub. Were your guys' ears burning earlier today? A very good friend of mine who's responsible for my very good seats I've had in my Bruins time. I was promoting you guys and I was showing your stuff off and he's like, this is awesome. This is awesome. How much bigger are you gonna get this? I was like, I don't know. It is what it is, right? Speaking of, what is this? It is the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. It is the home of eMLB baseball and I am the commish. Just in case you've never been here before, everyone calls me the commish. My friends will call me LB, but my wife will, not so much lately. I've been a very good boy, but she will occasionally call me things, you know, that involve 4 letters. We reserve that right to her, so as a reminder, I'm a professional dad around here, so be kind, rewind. If you act like any of my kids do, I will time you out. 0 tolerance for any of that stuff. We're here to have fun. Very rare that we have otherwise around here, but we always like to remind because we do overpay this. Hold on a sec. Well, look at that. Twins welcomes our new friend JC Swishman, who found us from Crazy Coaches Universe, the Madden franchise going on out there. JC Swishman, welcome. What Twins just did was he gave you an official invite to create a virtual player. Incoming! TIE Fighters! Okay, I'll never do that ever again. Anyway, Tranquil Hill Farms, boom, THF, dropping everybody on us. Welcome. You're getting here just in time for us to say good morning in the evening. Anyway, welcome. It is Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. Again, I am the commish. My friends call me LB. My wife was the only one I allow to call me 4-letter words, including the word golf. Hey, you know, that's a bad word in itself. So, a reminder from the overpaid censor we have around this show.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Yeah, what he said. Daffy always reminding you, keep it clean. So, we have a World Series rematch today, and this should be one heck of a show. Dropping THF bombs. Yeah, we're doing that too. So, by the way, our friend J.C. Swishman, there you go. You just got gifted a sub. You've been invited to create a player that will be eligible for the draft in our universe in July. We're here to tell your story. You'll get to see several of those players Sunday. Crazy Coach was a big part of a game that we had featuring 2 of our top younger community creative players. Here's where you get to face off against real major leaguers. Our 1.0 universe. I've been doing this a long time. Can you see the gray? I've been doing this a long time. 22 plus years now of doing eMLB, but we've found our niche. We found our stride and how we really enjoy doing this for you guys. Remember, I'm just the commish. I don't run a team. I don't run anything. Well, I run the universe. That's it. Kind of like a DM if you want to use a Dungeons and Dragons reference to it. Yeah, Croach is on the Royals, traded by the Mariners. He had no say in that. I sure hope he didn't. But the GMs of Seattle and KC made a deal that they hope works out. So far, Corbin Coe's player has done really good, still undefeated. Could have easily won number 6 on Sunday, but he also ran into fellow buzzsaw, the 19-year-old phenom Martin Bradford. They battled for 6+ innings, no score from either side, and that 2-1 final victory. Once the pens came out, so did the offense. We've got 3 games today, or 3 days to sim here. A reminder, we've got today, we have our Thursday 7 o'clock sim, and then one more edition of Coffee with the Commish before I'm taking a 1-week vacation. Again, provided my wife's health stays and is improving. Again, emergency surgery on Friday.
Not wear a bonnet.
Whoa! Look who just stream sniped. He just came out of nowhere. Welpcakes.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Welpcakes. How are you, sir? Welp just comes in and throws a bonnet around and drops it on Doc Holliday. Thank you there, Welp. Welp's player, Philip Milwee, hey, that name sounds familiar. He is going to be playing. He's another hometown guy on his team, the Nationals. The rookie will be in right field, batting 8th in tonight's game. We're going to get to that in a moment. Meanwhile, apologies to all of you in advance. As you saw, PJ just dropped Optimus Prime on all of you. He's a little heavy. I apologize. But if you did not know, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you've got Twitch Prime, because Bezos owns the whole dang thing, you know, and all you have to do is connect to your account. There's the link. You can sub to one channel every 30 days, and that one doesn't cost you a dime, except for what you pay to Amazon Prime, but it don't cost you extra for the sub, and that pays the streamer that you support. So when you do that here, we say namaste, because as a reminder, you get access to the world famous, my daughter makes them, so I'm gonna say that, but the Fluffy Kitty Ninja emotes, but the coolest Kappa emote around. Who else has a 6'9", 250-pound man in a pink bunny suit? Yeah, right here, we do. Chara Bunny emote is our sarcasm emote around here, and of course we got some pretty cool animated emotes that we are starting to promote around here. We are having fun. We are enjoying it. Dear Lord, I meant Peter, is it time for more kofefe? I think so. I don't know. Have we figured out exactly how to make kofefe? I've seen a video for it once and I got lost on about the 3rd ingredient. Really did. It was a good one though. So just reminding myself to write PJ down so he can get more boost to Slambino. Of course, those of you who choose to support the channel, never required, always appreciated, but that helps you boost your player to tell your story more in the eMLB universe. We have a hate criminal in the litter box now. Hopefully he has nothing but love for Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, though. Welcome. Thank you for hitting the follow button and helping to expand the litter box. So as we said, we got 3 days to sim. Our game of the night tonight is going to be a rematch of the 2025 eMLB World Series. Dear Lord, is this going to be fun. Gotta tune in. It's a universe where I can watch the Nats succeed. Right, because you're currently a part of the world champion Washington Nationals as they defeated the Baltimore Orioles in 6 games last season to win their first. This is officially their first World Series in our universe because our universe began in 2019. Took all of MLB's history and everything from 2019 on is sim. So they didn't win the World Series as they did in real life. But now they're all even. They've won 1 World Series total. So carry the 1, A plus B equals isosceles triangle, something like that. Anyway, so we've got 3 days. We're going to watch day number 1. So the rest of the days will be simmed afterwards. Let's see what's happening in the eMLB universe before we get to tonight's game of the night. The Royals will be taking on the Rays. Royals are sending the captain. Captain Barbosa is ready to get back out there. Again, just getting back into the thick of things. He's 0-1 with a 1.98 ERA. Efren Contreras off to a 3-0 start this season. That one will be at the Trop tonight at 6:05. Here's our game of the night. We'll come back to this one on a moment. Why no cats on your... What? No... huh? What, Sharpie? No, not that there's no Guardians, that the GM of the Cleveland wants to stay with the Indians at this time. I did not force it, although one person's kind of getting me to change my mind on that, but I've not influenced that yet. So we are on OOTP 23. It's just we're retaining the Indians at this moment. I did see yours, Mathoki. Thank you. Even if I miss them, they are available to me, and I am checking them afterwards. And I do see that Pirate also cashed in $1 million. So I am keeping track, guys. Thank you for the heads up. Speaking of, Indians will be taking on the Jays in this one. Jeremy Nero doing battle against Juan Coelho. Juan Coelho, of course, from Soledad, California. The 27-year-old never seen the minors ever. 3-3, 3.79 ERA this year. That one's at the Rogers Center, 7:07. Athletics won 3 games of recent, so they're starting to have a little bit of traction under new general manager Kenny Lindbergh. John DePlantier back off of injury. Took a loss in his first one. He'll try to win his first of the year as he faces the Angels. He's only got shoeless Sean Clisby to take on. 5-0 with a 1.59 ERA for Clisby. 10:05 start out west at the Coliseum in that one. Again, small slate of games here. A small schmackerel of games here on Monday night. National League will have the Marlins hosting the Cardinals. Tanner Burns, 3-2 on the air. He'll take on Jake Willis for the Marlins, last year's All-Star for the Marlins. He's 2-4 this year. Hello, Steve. Saw your action recently on Facebook with your event that you had there. I think it was the one that you played well, but you didn't win, if I remember right. And it was like a WTF moment. From your point of view, there would be a WTF moment because I don't know the rules. Anyway, Yankees taking on, you beat up middle-aged men. Be warned, everybody. No, he does it for real, but he's doing it in a tournament. He's a jiu-jitsu master, basically. He's Chuck Norris, is what he is, without Cardinal fan getting all mad. That'll teach him as well. Yankees taking on the Reds from the Great American Ballpark, aka the launching pad. Victor Munoz is 0 for 2 coming into this one. He'll take on Luis Severino. Not so ace-like for Severino. Does have the 3-1 record, but an ERA pushing 7. Like to probably change that as well. Does he train Fluffy Kitty Ninjas? God, I hope so, because then they would be relentless. But then, when we finally do face off Falcor, maybe we actually would beat him. Not one, we wouldn't lose a Fluffy Kitty Ninja. Who knows? Giants taking on the Mets. Giants continue to be one of the top teams in the league. Best team in the National League, tied with the Dodgers right now. They'll have the Mets in this one. Brad Keller to the hill. Franklin Parra will oppose him. Both are 1-3 on the season. Took a dude to the bar. The arm bar. Am I right? I'll be we need to give this for a whelp on that one. Cubs taking on the Rockies from Coors Field. Paul Rashan gets the ball. Hey, a 4.11 ERA for Rockies pitchers is impressive, to put it mildly. He'll take on Braylon Marquez for the Cubs, 2-1 with a 3.07 ERA. To be frank, you were coming in expecting a show community franchise, but an out-of-the-park one is an absolutely pleasant surprise. Been dabbling with out-of-the-parks. It's a couple fellow baseball writers got you hooked. Glad to hear it. We ourselves have been doing eMLB in various universes. We did do an MLB The Show one once, but that got killed. Screw you, Ramon, not doing progressive saves.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Apparently, I can't even do sign language? Stupid duck. Anyway, Pirates taking on the Dodgers. Yeah, we've been doing this for a couple decades, but this, now that Twitch, all this fun stuff, we can make out of the park fun. Somehow I got the check mark down below, and this is all I do, so apparently we're having fun doing something. Pirates taking on the Dodgers. Can the Pirates, who started 9-0, I know my big head's in the way, but are now 5-17 in their last 22. Can they turn it around? Well, they've only got Chris Holland, the assassin, and his 19-13 record. Remember, Chris, you barely hear from him, but boy, is he plotting your demise, just like he did in the 1.0 days. Davis Riccos will be on the hill for this one. 3-0 with a 2.97 ERA. The former Ray will take on Santiago Flores. Santiago Flores still dealing with a terrible sunburn for those who can't see it very well. SPF 5000, bruh. Sheesh. Final game on tap will be in San Diego. The Padres will be taking on the Rangers. Jacob Nix will do battle against Hans Kraus in an interleague matchup. Kraus 5-1 with a 3.43 so far this season. One of the bright spots for a rather surprising Rangers team that finds themselves 6 games below 500 so far. That might tell you how competitive that AL West absolutely is. SPF 5000 a banned substance? I don't know. We might find out. Jacob Nix will do battle against them, and don't know if he's playing, but Steve's here, and I don't get to do it very often. Maybe we'll see an appearance by
Leroy Jenkins!
We're very civil around here. Yeah, all right. We'll see if Jenkins makes an appearance. That I shout out to Respawn TV, who's probably still playing very deep on F1 Manager at this point. The beer of this evening before we jump into the game of the night. First time all season. Yep. It is Sam Adams, but it is Oktoberfest. It is my favorite beer. I hate the fall. But if there is my own version of a pumpkin spice beer, this be it. Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It's just a tasty beer. I could drink it year round if it would let me. 5.3% alcohol content. In honor of Hans Kraus, who's not officially German, but we'll do it in honor of Philipp Hopfest. Of course, we saw Hopfest the other day. The German reliever. Good beer choice indeed. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Nice, gorgeous color for fall. Caramel base. Num num. I had you at beer. Well, I knew that, Chad. That I do. Someone screenshot commission space and make it one of the emojis for the Discord. Oh God, are you trying to scare people away? They'll take the check mark away just on that alone. To the game of the night, provided no rain out. Yay! All right, let me remove my big old head. Let's get to the fun stuff again. It is a 2-game series in Baltimore, which will then transition to a 2-game series in Washington. It is a home-at-home Beltway series and a rematch of the 2025 World Series. I believe both of our combatants are here. What you're getting ready to watch, if you're not familiar, this is an online league that's going to have a fully managed game by the GMs. Remember, I am just the commish. I am not doing anything but telling a story and doing what the GMs are asking me to do. Washington Nationals GM Joe DiGiulio, NC Pirate. Sir, any last minute changes? Well, first off, let me make sure I said everything minus the defense. That's our tradition. The defense is decided by the AI. Everything else is done by the GMs. Let me know if you have any planned changes from your lineups. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, it's always important for us, because you guys are going to be betting on this game, betting to try to win some balls of yarn, which of course are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. We'll talk about that in a moment. Move Bishop up 1 spot. Isaac Paredes moved down. I was kind of surprised that you were putting Paredes ahead of Hunter Bishop, because Bishop's just kind of enjoyed life behind Juan Soto here for his time in Washington. Oh no, Sean. Oh no! His video card is shot. It's not a good time. That is a huge F in the chat, because those things aren't cheap. Well, you know what? I've got a 1080 that I was thinking of giving to my son, but I haven't been ready to do it. Maybe we can talk about that. Because I've got a 3080 in my system now. 3080 Ti to be exact. All right, our bullpen situation for this evening before you put your bets in. Jose Betances, the rookie, 26-year-old from the Dominican, last seen back on the 6th against Arizona. Got the first win of his career, pitching 2 perfect innings, only allowing a walk, though. Expect that he will be available, as that was 5 days ago. So Betances trying to make an impression and prove in the right direction. His last 2 2/3 have been scoreless. Trey Dillard, the 27-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona. 7 appearances this season, last pitched a couple days ago against Philly in the loss, inning and 2/3. Did walk a couple, but struck out 2 as well. Dropped his ERA, a full run at that point. It is important to note that the Washington Nationals come into tonight's game 14th in ERA from their bullpen in the National League. A 6.57 ERA. That is not pretty. So Dillard at 5.06 is on the right side. Steve Esbenshade, who signed a 3-year extension despite only being a rookie last season, technically. Only 1 inning of work thus far in his 2 appearances. He was down in AAA Fresno for a bit. Got 10 2/3 innings down there. He's back up. The pure power pitcher will blow it by in triple digits regularly. Expect he will be available tonight. He hasn't pitched in the entire month of May yet. German Marquez, the long-time pitcher, the 31-year-old from Venezuela. 1-2 record, 7.56 ERA thus far this year. The whip has been going high. The home runs have been launched. At least the walks have been down. Marquez looking to improve on that and get that ball back on the ground, what he does best. Noah Murdoch. Remember our agreement, Murdoch. McLeod is mine. Took a loss, blew the save in yesterday's game, didn't get a batter out, had 3 guys get aboard. They all scored on the home run in the 12-7 loss to Philly. ERA 6.86 for the Colonial Heights, Virginia native. Expect he'll be looking to try to get it back in there for redemption tonight. David Peterson, the left-hander, former starter, been nothing but a reliever this year. 22 innings of work. It's been pretty good. ERA 2.86 coming into this point. Last pitch, 30 pitches yesterday. Inning and 2/3, allowing 2 earned runs and a homer. So might not see Peterson, the left-hander, this evening. Juan Jose Teixeira, well, never mind. He's a starter. He just pitched 5 innings yesterday. We're only looking at the relievers. Juan Den. Yes, Juan Den. ERA just under 10. It's not quantity, Juan. It's quality. 11 earned runs allowed in 10 innings of work thus far, and a whip that's 1 full point higher than where it was in 64 innings last year. A lot of work for the right-hander to get to do here to make himself look where he's been from last year. Zach Willeman. Willeman also going in the wrong direction since his rookie appearance back in 2022 and when he became a darling of the playoffs. ERA north of 10 at this point, 13 earned runs and 10 walks. The walks are coming higher and higher, almost double since where he was back in 2023. Andrew Dahlquist, 8 saves to this season. He has 80 saves in his last 3 seasons prior to this one. Dahlquist been fairly reliable. Really controlled the walks here to this point, not even allowing 2 walks per 9 innings that he's been in to this point. That's your bullpen situation for the Nationals. On to the Orioles. Any changes from Mr. McGuirk? Hey, Brendan. Don't forget to whisper me there, sir. Steve, I just noticed your $3 million cash. $3 million to afford the Fernando Tatis motorcycle insurance fund. No changes, says Brendan. Let's look at the bullpen this evening. And of course, you watch, Brendan will throw out the answer, even though I'm not going to show him. Ryan Barucki, the lefty from Mundelein, Illinois, pitched 28 pitches yesterday, an inning of work, 3 hits, 1 earned run in yesterday's appearance. Been a little shaky, but again, he hasn't pitched in the majors since 2023. Oh yes, we are the masters of detail around here, JC. Indeed. Ben Bowden, the former Rule 5 darling from Lynn, Massachusetts, who's really cemented a career as a bullpen and a specialist for the Orioles. Well, it's been a tough start. Just 2 earned runs in 2 innings. Just hasn't gotten much of the chance last year. Again, last season he was falling back to earth a little bit. We'll see if he finds his stride like he had in his prior 2 seasons. Y'all forgot who won the World Series? Yeah, they're all betting in Baltimore, right? Kelvin Herrera, 36-year-old. Herrera is 4 strikeouts away from 900 in his career. He has been a little more shaky of late, but he can still bring it and still be useful. Again, in his last few seasons with the Angels, he was pitching very effectively in the setup role. He will look to try to continue to provide good mid-late inning relief. Kind of a 6th, 7th inning expectation for Herrera these days. We'll see if he comes into tonight's game. Franklin Kilome pitched 28 pitches. He's been busy 3 of the last 5 days. He went an inning and 2/3 against the White Sox in that 18-11 marathon. What is this, a lacrosse match? Gave up a hit, 1 unearned run, walking 2, mid-4 ERA at this point. That's about twice as large as Kilome was last season. Zach Lothar, another one of the lefties, low 6 ERA. ERA is 3 runs higher than last year. Remember, he pitched 162 innings of work last year. Not known for his strikeout capabilities. He barely breaks a plane of glass with every pitch that he throws. So you're not looking for him to rack up the Ks, but you're looking for him to force the ground balls that get the outs done. He's keeping the walks down, but the home runs, 3 home runs allowed in 11 2/3 innings. It's a little extreme for Lothar at this point. Tanner Rainey. Rainey, just 2 1/3 innings of work, and it hasn't been pretty. 6 earned runs allowed in his last 2/3 of innings pitched, with 2 home runs. That is really jacked up the ERA. Rainey, it's not high. We play like golf around here in baseball. Low ERA is better. Jim Silla, the left-hander. He is pitched back-to-back, thrown 60 pitches over his last 2 days. 3 1/3 innings of work, 4 earned runs, a couple home runs have been allowed. Silla, the former starter for the Angels, now as a long reliever these days for the Orioles. And finally, Trevor Stephen, the one-time ace of the Athletics, who has fallen from grace, finding himself as a reliever, finding a good groove thus far. 1.08 ERA and 16 2/3 innings of work for the now 30-year-old from Magnolia, Texas. Stephen, maybe we'll see him come back to prominence again tonight. All right, there's your matchups this evening. We got a lot of different community created players tonight. Mark Diggs and Jose Anthony are 2 of NC Pirates. 8,000. Oh, I'm sorry. No one's allowed more than 5. He's got 4. Well, Cakes, Philip Milwee, who's in the chat. He is a rookie. We'll talk about him in a moment. The Elder Nacho, Nick Spence, the suspense, on an absolute tear of late, and recently signing a contract extension. Buster Bluth, the former #1 overall draft pick back in 2019, the switch hitting 5-tool player, off to another good season after just signing that long-term extension with the O's. All right, it is game of the night time. Here's your betting process. If you can hear my voice, well, you can bet on this game. All you have to do in chat, write down which team you think wins. You can use their abbreviations, WSH or BAL, but include one more thing. How many runs do you think the winning team will score? Not how many runs they win by, and not how many total runs. How many runs does the winning team score? 2 chances to win. First chance, if you pick the right team before the first inning is done. At the end of the night, if you're right, you'll win 75 balls of yarn. You can put a bet in at the second inning, no problem. It just means you'll only get 50 balls of yarn if you're right. And your last chance to bet in this evening's game will be before the 3rd out of the bottom of the 3rd inning, where you can win 25 balls of yarn. There you go, JC, you got it. But please note, if you get the wrong team, then that will set you back 25 balls of yarn. To see how many balls of yarn you have, use the exclamation points command. No, you cannot have my balls of yarn. I have to fund the craft store. That number doesn't care which team you chose. It only cares if you got it right. It can't hurt you if you're wrong, but if you get it and you're right, you will win a bonus 50 balls of yarn. So even if you pick the wrong team and nail the number, you still win out ahead. You get 25 balls of yarn. Remember, for every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, you can trade them in and get a boost. Or, if you're the type that really likes to play with your balls...
That's what she said.
Yeah. Every 5,000 balls of yarn you have, you can use exclamation mega, summon Lion-O and the Thundercats. They are cousins of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, after all. You can summon them, and you can get 5,000 balls of yarn.
Join us.
With 5,000 balls of yarn, you can get a +6 boost. That means for the price of 5, you get an extra. Got all fooled off because I was like, who's attacking us? It's Harak attacking us. Thank you for hitting the follow. Welcome to Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. Here is your starting lineups for tonight's eMLB Game of the Night for the World Champion Washington Nationals. Leading off, Louis Garcia. 11 for 11 in stolen base attempts this year for the 3-time All-Star. He is 1 for 10 lifetime against Nick Margevicius. See if he turns that around this evening, leading off over at second. Mark Diggs, the 22-year-old, is on a 10-game hitting streak, hitting .390 during that time with 5 home runs 8 RBI, and he scored 14 times in that 10-game span. He comes into tonight with 3 games consecutive home runs. Home runs in his last 3 contests. Can he make it 4? Find out in a moment. Jose Anthony, the switch hitter, 4 for 13 since his return from a fractured shoulder blade back on April 8th in Miami. The 2024 National League Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star, back in his familiar number 3 spot, but he'll be the DH in tonight's game. The perennial MVP, 4-time MVP Juan Soto, 6 home runs away from number 1 all-time in Washington Nationals history. Ryan Zimmerman, the only man in front of him at 300 career home runs. He'll bat 4th in left field. Hunter Bishop sliding up to the number 5 spot, 10 home runs in April for the 2025 National League Division Series MVP, back in his familiar spot, right behind Soto in center. Isaac Paredes is at third base today, batting 6th. Vic Rodriguez, who signed a 4-year contract extension in spring training, will be at short, batting 7th. The rookie, Philip Milwee, former round 1, 29th overall selection from that powerhouse Division II Henderson State. The number 85 prospect in eMLB will be in right field tonight, batting 8th. Israel Pineda has been a cannon behind the dish this year. He's thrown out the 5 of 9 runners so far this season. Although the bat has been quiet so far, he'll be behind the plate again tonight, batting 9th. Ryan Rollison, the 7-year veteran, 28 years old, will make his 6th start on the year. He's 2-0 with a 2.51. He'll face off against the Orioles this evening. For the Orioles, the Berwick, Maine native Ryan McKenna will lead off tonight. 11 of his 14 home runs last season were against left-handers. Lefty on the mound, McKenna on the starting lineup leading off tonight. The suspense. Nick Spence, the 24-year-old from New York, 7-game hit streak, 9 for 24 with a homer and 3 RBI. He has 9 runs during that span and 3 hits away from his first big milestone of 500 hits. He'll be at short, batting 2nd. Again, number 1 overall from 2019, the switch-hitting Buster Blues, 26-year-old, the 2021 Rookie of the Year. 3-time Gold Glover and 2-time All-Star, has a 3-game hitting streak coming into tonight. He will bat 3rd over at 3rd. The Mexican Ray Ornelas will slide up to the cleanup spot. He likes the lefties as well. In his last 2, he's 3 for 7 with a homer and 4 RBI. We'll see if he can continue to do damage in the 4 spot tonight. Michael Busch, the lefty, 9-game hitting streak, hitting .293 during that span. He has scored a run in 7 straight games. He'll try to expand that to 8 over at first base, batting 5th tonight. Will Smith, tu connaissez Will Smith? He's got hits in 9 of his last 10, hitting .378 with 3 homers and 7 RBI. Just an absolute mash fest from Smith so far this year. He'll be the DH this evening, batting 6th. George Springer, 36 years old, just 4 for 13 so far this year. He'll get the call in right field tonight, giving Khalil Lee, can't even speak English now. Khalil Lee gets the night off. Jeff Newkirk, the former number 6 overall selection out of Houston, Texas. Another guy who's struggling at the dish, but he's thrown out 4 out of 10 runners as well. Runners beware. Remember, Nationals come into this one first in the National League in total stolen bases with 31. Newkirk will try to thwart that. And finally, anyone but Medrano. I'm sorry, Tony Medrano, the 26-year-old from Bellflower, California, former 1.0 stalwart, 5 errors in the playoffs last season for the Sure Glove Medrano. We'll see, can he keep it clean tonight, or does he have commentator curse? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, over-under and how many errors by Medrano alone, right? Nick Margevicius signed a 5-year, $80 million deal to come to Baltimore, and he hasn't disappointed so far. 2-2 with a 2.63 ERA. He got his 50th career win back on May 1st against the Yankees. There is your starting lineups for this evening. All that talk and you guys just want a game, right? I know. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's march on over to Camden Yards. Good evening, everybody. Welcome from Camden Yards here in Baltimore for tonight's eMLB Game of the Night between the world champion Washington Nationals and the Baltimore Orioles, who are the best team in the eMLB at this moment, 19-11. It is the start of a 4-game series, 2 games home, 2 games away, a home-a-home series for both of these teams. Let's get to the defensive lineups in tonight's game. In left field, Ryan McKenna. Center field will be Ray Ornelas, and George Springer will be in right field. Buster Bluth, the 3-time Gold Glove winner. What in the world happened? Sorry about that. Somehow, some way, we vanished there, and I did not know. Screen black. Black screeb. Yes, I really butchered that. Don't know what happened there, guys. Anyway, as we were saying, McKenna, Ornelas, and Springer in the outfield. Buster Bluth, a 3-time Gold Glove winner, over at third. Nick Spence is at short. Tony Matrano is at second. Michael Bush is at first. Yes, power outage from Baltimore. Blame OOTP, not me. Yeah, right. Jeff Newkirk is behind the dish. As a reminder, our ratings you see here are 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Dank stadium lights indeed. On the hill tonight, from the former Padre, Nick Margevicius, 29-year-old from North Royalton, Ohio. Margevicius will make his 9th appearance on the year, his 5th start overall. He's 2-2 with a 2.63 ERA. 27 1/3 innings of work, giving up 24 hits, 8 earned runs. I know which gag you're talking about. Just kidding. Anyway, giving up 1 home run, he has walked 8 and struck out 26. I'm the son of a TV man. Not many references are going to get by me. Some do, but not many. So, anyway. Opponents are hitting. What are they hitting? Did I write it down? Oh, dangnabbit. I forgot to write that down because that was important to me. Opponents are hitting .233 against Margevicius this season. Predominantly 3-pitch pitcher, throws in the high 80s, will touch 90 on occasion with the fastball. The curveball, it is that changeup that probably is his signature pitch. The left-hander, ready to go. It is his 8th year in the majors. He spent all first 7 in San Diego, and again, signed a 5-year, $80 million deal to come to Baltimore. He's ready to go. That'll get our first batter into the box. It is Luis Garcia from San Francisco de Macorís in the Dominican. One of several Dominicans in this starting lineup for the Nats. .295 average for the year for Garcia, 5 home runs and 17 RBI. Again, 1 for 10 lifetime against Margevicius to this point. All right, so real quick, last talking before we get to this game. This is how it works if you're not familiar. When no one's on base, we go right to the result. The GMs are telling me in whispers what to do, so again, NC Pirate 77 in the chat is Joe DiGiulio. He is your Washington GM. Brendan3499 is Brendan McGuirk. He is your Baltimore GM. They are the managers of this game. They are making the decisions. I'm just telling the story. We hope you enjoy. Game is ready to go. Instructions are in. Beer in hand. Cheers, everybody. It is Game of the Night. Oh, just fall in love every sip that I can have of an Oktoberfest. First pitch will be lifted into shallow center field. Coming on in hard is Ray Ornelas, and he will get there to make the play. That one looked like it was going to hold up and be a play for the infielders on the outfield grass, but the wind kept blowing it out, and Ornelas makes the hard charge to make the catch for the out. 1 out now, and here comes the youngster, the left-hander, Mark Diggs from Morehead City, North Carolina. .352 for Diggs to this point, with 5 home runs and 16 RBI. He enters play tonight with a 10-game hitting streak, hitting .390 over that span. Great question. Let me check for you, Jeff. If I have the right stats coming into tonight's game, the Orioles come into this one 9-5 at home. The Nationals on the road are 9-7 to this point. I got that right off the website. So for those of you who need it, there is the website that I am getting all of my data from. It is updated to prior to game time. 1-1 pitch coming from lefty to lefty. Jams him inside, it's lifted to left field, still hit pretty well, going back, making the catch, Ryan McKenna just in front of the warning track for the second out. Is the Diggs family the first family of eMLB? It might be. It very much could be. Joe and Mark. Of course, Joe, the only 20-game winner last season, the illusionist. But here is the other community-created player, perhaps the best player from NC Pirates' community-created arsenal. Jose Anthony, the 23-year-old from Mocha in the Dominican, just coming back from his fractured shoulder blade back on April 8th. 4 for 13 in his first 3 games back and got his first home run in yesterday's game. First pitch from Mergavicius is going to be shot to right field. Pretty well struck going down the line. If it stays fair, it stays fair. It's gone. It's an opposite field home run for Jose Anthony. Think he was thinking off speed, but when you only throw 85 miles an hour, I guess, just think off speed anyway. He goes late on it, but it stays fair down the line. Wind might have hated it. It is the second home run of the season for Jose Anthony, and it is 1-0. And with two outs now, here comes 4-time MVP Juan Soto. Soto enters play hitting .307 on the year with 7 home runs and 21 runs batted in. 294 career home runs for Soto, 6 away from tying Ryan Zimmerman for all time. In Nationals history, that is. 3-2 pitch. Lined into left field against the shift, and that will get down in front of Berwick for a base hit. Excuse me. Beer burp. Soto winds around first. He will hold there, never known as a speed demon. 2 outs now. We go pitch by pitch. Another lefty, Hunter Bishop, comes in. Bishop, the 27-year-old from Palo Alto, California. The lefty enters play hitting .279 on the year. He has 13 home runs and 43 runs batted in. First pitch comes on the outside corner, called strike. I don't know if we call that a generous pitch. It might have caught the black a little bit. Off speed. I just saw what you wrote there, Rob. The 0-1. That one's a fastball. It gets the bottom part of the zone again. Some nasty pitches from Mergavicius. Quickly 0-2 to Bishop. Bishop, a first-round draft pick by the Nationals back in 2019. He was 17th overall in that 2019 draft out of Arizona State. He was just off on the off-speed. Okay. Yes, get your bets in, gang. Get them while they're hot. The 0-2 pitch. To right center field. Pretty well struck up in the zone. This one has got some carry, and it is gone. Second home run of the inning for the Nationals.
Yeah, get up there and wham! A homer! Wham! Another homer! Wham! 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 What?
Well, sir, left that one up in the zone as he tried to stay away on him, and Hunter Bishop made him pay. 14th home run on the season. Now for Bishop, it's a 2-run shot. And the Nationals, or should I say the Washington Commanders, have kicked a field goal to lead the Baltimore Ravens 3-0. Sorry. happens from time to time. Wind blowing out, so it don't mean nothing. Now that too. 2 outs now, nobody on. Isaac Paredes. Hey, somebody on the right side of the box. Well, yes, I know we had Anthony. Paredes, the 27-year-old from Hermosillo, Mexico, enters play hitting .230 on the year with a couple homers and 11 RBI. Yeah. Washington heard the lines and said, "Whoops, I think we'll mess that up a little bit." The 2-2 pitch. It's going to lift it into right field. Moving under it, George Springer will get there in time to make the catch for the final out, but that dangerous Nationals offense showing their muster right away. Home runs from Anthony and from Hunter Bishop makes this a 3-0 game. Bottom of the first coming up. Orioles 2 up. Bottom of the first here at Camden Yards. Early 3-0 lead for the Nationals. Orioles coming up. Before we get there, let's look at the defensive alignment for the Nationals in this one. Juan Soto will be in left field. Hunter Bishop moving in center. Used to him in right, but he'll be in center field since the loss of Victor Robles. And Philip Milwee, the rookie, will be in right field. Sorry, Whelpcakes, your face is hidden by the out-of-town scoreboard, but we know you're out there. Isaac Paredes is at third base. Vic Rodriguez is your shortstop. Louis Garcia is over at second. And Mark Diggs is at first. Israel Pineda behind the dish. And on the hill for the Nationals, the left-hander, 7-year veteran Ryan Rollison. 28-year-old from Jackson, Tennessee. Makes his 6th appearance on the year. 2-0 with a 2.51 ERA to this point. And a 1.26 whip for this point for Rollison. His last start was against the Diamondbacks, where he went 7 innings, giving up 8 hits, 3 earned runs, couple homers, 1 walk, and struck out 3. That was a no decision for him. He has a .273 opposing batting average so far this season. Your traditional 4-pitch pitcher, he'll throw a little harder than Margevicius does in the low 90s with the fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup combination. Rollison was a former first-round draft pick by the Rockies in 2018 from the University of Mississippi. Spell that without singing it. That's how I know how to spell it. Mississippi. Watching too much Casper the Friendly Ghost when I was younger. Ryan McKenna from Berwick, Maine will check in. The right-hander. The lefty smasher, we can call him. Enters play hitting .258 on the year, 2 home runs and 8 RBI. He had 14 home runs last season. 11 of them were against left-handers. His 2 this year are lefties. 3-1 pitch from Rollison. One's going to miss low as he tried to get the slider low and away, but it will miss. It is a 5-pitch walk for McKenna. Leadoff runner is aboard as the Orioles try to get to work here. Nick Spence comes in, .345 average. 8 home runs and 22 runs batted in for the man nicknamed the Suspense. First pitch comes to the outer half. It's going to miss outside. Outside, apparently? Huh?
What?
Well, okay. If you say so. Want to know. The 1-0. This one gets the strike. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hi, Bella. Just underway here in Baltimore. Nationals with an early 3-0 lead. Yes, Angel Hernandez always behind the plate in our games, apparently. Gonna have to talk with the umpire union board here. It's going okay. It's going much better now that the wife is home and resting. She gave me a scare last week. The 1-1 pitch. Line shot up the middle, and this one's gonna drop in front of Bishop for the base hit. McKenna plays it safe. He will stop up at second as Spence will tag one into center field. He's now got an 8-game hit streak as he extends his hitting streak right away. Runners at first and second. Now here comes the number 1 overall pick from 2019, Buster Bluth. The 26-year-old switch hitter hitting .366 this season with 4 home runs, 19 RBI. First pitch comes to the outside, called strike 1. That's a nasty slider right on the back door. On the back door.
That's what she said.
Hey, be good. Up. Just saw an instruction. Sometimes I have to do that. All right. Got the instructions. The 0-1 comes up and in. It'll miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bluth, who this offseason signed a 7-year extension right around Thanksgiving, had a lot to be thankful for. 7-year extension for $201 million. The 1-1. That one's, called strike 2 apparently. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty pitch from Rollison, and it's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was getting ready to call that a ball. Shut up, Kamish. The 1-2 just misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, trying to go low for the double play opportunity. But Bluth does not oblige. The 2-2 pitch to right field. This will drop down in front of Milwee for a base hit. Taking the corner, heading for home is McKenna. He will get in there without a throw. Second straight hit, 3rd batter on base for the Orioles, and they will get on the board here with a 3-1 game. Bluth will get his 20th RBI on the year as he goes with a good curveball on the outer half. He just goes with the pitch and sends it to right field. No chance for Milwee to make any play there. He'll just make sure it doesn't get by him. Still nobody out and 2 on, and here comes Ray Ornelas from Mexico. The 25-year-old is hitting .220 on the year with 4 home runs and 12 RBI. First pitch will miss outside, ball 1. Definitely know that there is a lot of offensive power potential on both sides of this organ, or both teams here. A lot of potential for offense. The 1-0 is watched in there. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. He swings and it's a kind of a tapping bunt. Pineda grabs it hard, throw to second, and he gets to second. Garcia bobbles the ball. He can't make the throw, but they will call him out at second as he will get Buster Bluth at second. There is 1 out on the fielder's choice. Ornelas reaches first. Spence gets down to third. With the first out now in the first, it's Michael Busch. Busch, the lefty, 246 on the year with 7 home runs and 15 RBI for the 28-year-old from Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota. Rollison's first pitch comes inside and misses, ball 1. So while I'm calling the game, let's talk some real life baseball here for a moment. Aaron Judge, where does he finish? Does he pass Maris or not? What's your call? 1-0 pitch. That one will come away. 2 balls and no strikes. You think he's going to do it? Where do you think he lands, though? How many do you think he gets? 2-0 delivery, swung on, in the air, left field. This one's going back. Soto will make the catch in front of the warning track. Plenty of distance for Spence to tag up. He will score on the sac fly. Michael Busch will get his 16th RBI on the year, and it's now 3-2. 66 is Sadier. 63. So a lot of people thinking that he will get in the 60s for sure. Appreciate the thoughts. They say, you know, the Twitch heads say, interaction! You're partner already. Who cares? Of course I care. Goofy Twitch heads. Will Smith, the catcher, not the tortilla slapper, comes in. 326 on the air. Well, you missed the Twitch talking heads because we don't need them anymore since we made partners. We don't need to bring them in to pick on us anymore. 326 on the air for Smith with 4 home runs, 8 runs batted in, 1 for 8 lifetime against Ryan Rollison. First pitch he will watch comes inside. It's a call. Strike one. Pretty good slider. Might have come in a little too far, but he got the call.
Say what?
If we get enough people for the boss battle, we get fluffy. You just need 50 balls of yarn to make it possible. So I like to jump in on the boss battle. Mini games again, especially for some of our new people like JC. The mini games are there for you to build up, stay involved, and build up your stash of balls of yarn. Again, the currency of the show. 0-1 pitch. This one's a fastball in there called strike 2. Ornella staying a little extra dipsy-do over there, but stays at first. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, grounded to short. Over to second, Rodriguez goes. And that is going to be in there. S, thank you very much for hitting the follow. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. And with that, the Orioles are retired. 2 runs are scored, so don't count the O's out. 1 inning done. Orioles will trail the Nationals 3-2. Oh yes, I'm familiar with being a Twitch gambling degenerate. I mean, what? I think you'll fit in just fine around here, JC. Top of the second we go. That means the bottom third of the order coming up. Vic Rodriguez will start us off. Phil Milwee and Israel Pineda due up afterwards. Rodriguez, the 27-year-old from Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, comes in hitting .222 with a home run and 10 RBI. You kind of like it here. Well, we're very happy to hear that. We try our best. We aim to please, so when you're in the bathroom, we ask you to aim too, please. Nope, no one's on base. No pitch by pitch, commish. Margavicius starts the second inning with a chopper over to third. Buster Bloop makes the play over to first. Routine play for the 3-time Gold Glover. 1 out. Yep, wop wop. Yeah, we're kind of, you know, all into dad jokes and stuff around here. We can't help it. Phil Milwee comes in. Welp cakes. Hopefully you're still here getting to watch this. Milwee, the 22-year-old from Des Moines, Iowa, comes in. .264 average on the year with a home run and 8 RBI. He is the 85th best prospect in eMLB at this point. He was a #1 selection, 29th overall in 2023 by the Nationals from Henderson State. You appreciate when the jokes are made apparent. Yes. By the way, just so you know, we figured out around here how to make science funny. We have. We tell jokes periodically. Oh, okay. The 2-2 pitch to Milwee. Line shot to center field, moving over to his left, making the play on the run, Ray Ornelas. Absolutely crushed ball off the bat from Milwee, but Ornelas read it well and will pull it in for the second out. Elementary, my dear Kamish. Feel like I need one of those pipes now with bubbles. Why should you never trust atoms? I feel like I should know this one. I really do. I don't think you understand the gravity of just how bad that was. Yes, I do. Because they make up everything. I should have known that one. Good call, Cito. A lemon entry, Gorgo. No. Israel Pineda comes to the plate. The 26-year-old Venezuelan is hitting 194 on the year with no homers and 4 RBI. Surprise Pirate that you didn't go with just in case tonight, so you could feature 3 of your community created players. First pitch from Margavicius will be struck to left center field. Crush. Ornelas is watching it and says, "Now this is going way out there. I ain't moving." Home run for Israel Pineda. Absolutely crushed his first home run on the year. No wonder why you put Pineda in. I take it back. Pirate knows what he's doing. It's 4-2. Out to Utah. No, that ain't Utah Street over there. Get your direction sense there, Great Scott. Back to the top of the order we go with 2 outs. Louis Garcia is your batter. He's 0 for 1. Busy trying to bats. They might be. You might be onto something. 0-1 pitch. Garcia rolls it over to first. Bush is there. He will throw it to Margavicius, who covers, and that will be the final out, but not before Israel Pineda gets his first home run of the new campaign. We will go to the bottom of the second. Nationals take a 4-2 lead. That was a typo, soup and a half. I think I had an idea what you were saying. That's all right. EVC just sent the typo police at you there, so. Bottom of the second, which means the bottom third of the order for the Orioles now to take on Ryan Rollison. We'll start with the 36-year-old George Springer. Springer, 12th season in the majors. The New Britain, Connecticut native is 4 for 13. That's a 308 average on the year with 2 RBI. That's West Camden out there beyond left center, yes. I thought it was a bullpen. There's a joke in there somewhere. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded hard to short. Vic Rodriguez, a pretty easy one for him. He'll throw to first for the out. Laurels. With 1 out now, here comes Jeff Newkirk, the 23-year-old from Houston, Texas. Former number 6 overall selection in 2024 from Towson State. Again, really made an appearance and a presence in the World Series last year. Hit .308 with 2 home runs and 10 RBI in the postseason last year. This season, regular season, at a 171 clip with 2 home runs and 11 RBI. Oh, pitch to Newkirk. Chops that deep to short. Rodriguez ranges to his right. He's got plenty of time to get Newkirk for the second out. 2 outs now, and that will bring in Tony Matrano. Matrano, who got infamously featured in the World Series last year in the playoffs as he gave up 5 errors for a guy who had 3 errors in the regular season. Medrano, 217 average on the year with 2 RBI. He has lost a lot of playing time to Shervin Newton, who came over from the Mets. 3-2 pitch to Medrano. Gonna miss low, ball 4. Medrano will work the 2-out walk on 7 pitches. He gets aboard at first. Medrano, no steals to his credit. He is 1 out of 2 lifetime and over 130 games played. So not a real stolen base threat. And just for Pirate reference, it's an 11 rating hidden behind Ryan McKenna's big head. Speaking of McKenna, he comes in. McKenna had a walk, 1 of 2 walks issued by Rollison to this point. First pitch, curveball high up in the zone. Man, McKenna could have launched that, but he watches it in there. Strike 1. Not a pitch that I would put right there. The 0-1. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Orioles came off to a hot start in April, 15-5. They've cooled off since. They are 2 games under 500, 4-6 in the month of May, excuse me. The 1-1. Wave and a miss as he gets fooled by the fastball. That one was out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little undisciplined from McKenna. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball, and he will go down.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all, Fred.
Well, Ryan McKenna's bat was very afraid on that one. It's the first strikeout on the day for Ryan Rollison. 2 innings are in the books here. We'll go to the 3rd. If you haven't bet yet, it's your last chance to bet in tonight's game. Don't forget, if you can hear my voice, then in the chat, write down who you think wins this game and how many runs the winning team will score. Last call for the 3rd out of the 3rd inning. Rob Deere, I got your boost. Congratulations, sir. In Major League references, we got them all. Mark Diggs will start us off here in the top of the 3rd. Jose Anthony, Juan Soto due up. That's a pretty scary threesome coming up here for Margavicius. The 1-0 to Diggs. Rolls it back towards the mound. Gonna have to hurry as this one gets away from Margavicius. The throw to first. Not in time. Safe. Mark Diggs will get in on the infield single as he hustled down the line. Gets an 11-game hit streak with that infield hit. He keeps it going. Remember, he came into this one with 3 straight games with home runs. Yet to do that in this one, though. He's aboard. 5th hit on the day now for the Nationals. 1 out, nobody out. Here comes Jose Anthony, who put one just down the line in right field fair for his 2nd homer of the season. First pitch is a breaking ball, missing low, 1-0. Pitch. That one's on the outside. Strike 1. Well, don't win the battle, Minerva. Be in the doghouse. You might win the battle, but you'll lose the war. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he goes after the off speed. Gets him way ahead on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There you go. Good guy. Let the better half win. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Gets him with the off speed, and he will go down.
Fatality.
First strikeout on the day for Nick Mergavicius. We'll get one out here, top of the third. That will get Juan Soto back up. Soto now 1 for 1 tonight. Now 7 for 20 lifetime against Mergavicius. First pitch he throws, that looks like an off speed. Yes, it is. Strike one. And Mergavicius in his 8th season in the majors, spent his first 7 with the Padres. Just secured his 50th career victory back on May 1st. The 0-1 to Soto. Swings and misses on that one as he taps it down the line. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Soto. Nick Spence is playing just behind the bag, cheating towards the second base side of the bag in the infield as the shift is on against Soto. The 0-2. Rolled to second, deep in the hole to Medrano, to Spence, over to first. It's a 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Great work by Mergavicius to induce the double play, and Medrano did not make an error. I'm just going to keep picking on him, apparently. Sorry, Brendan. Side is retired. Bottom of the third we go, and it's your last chance for betting in tonight's game. Get your bets in. 3 outs left. To the bottom of the third we go. 4-2. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the third, Nick Spence is your batter, 1 for 1 today as he extended his hitting streak to 8 games earlier on. The 1-2 pitch will be lifted to right field at Milwee, but this one's gonna get down. Wind might have been throwing him off. This one came on a screecher, and Spence will get his second hit on the day. Now 3 hits for the Orioles overall. That'll put Bluth back into the box. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI. First pitch from Rollison will catch the knee. Strike one. Bluth now 2 for 4 lifetime with a home run against Ryan Rollison. The 0-1. Swings and hits that one straight back as he got under the slider. Lifted it straight back. It's a no ball, 2 strike count. The 0-2, lifted to left field. Soto doesn't move very far. He will pull it in for the first out. Getting back to first is Spence. And with 1 out now, Ray Ornelas will come to the dish. 0 for 1 today. Rollison to the set, gets the first throw in, curveball. Ooh, that was called ball 1. Pineda framed that one for an extra second and didn't like it.
What?
Look at where that got called a ball. Angel Hernandez is absolutely calling this game tonight. Yikes. I mean, there's not even one fraction of that ball that is touching any of the blocks. That is as down the middle as it comes. Sheesh. The 1-0. There's a strike. Hey, he calls it. 1 ball, 1 strike. It should be 2-0, right? Yeah. The 1-0 will be watched at the knees, called strike 2. Up needs a new set of eyeballs, indeed. Joe West might be out there. Joe Webb I don't know who Joe Webb is, but I know who Joe West is. He retired from Major League Baseball and came to eMLB, apparently. Hi, Bob the One. How do you become a GM? Well, be a regular, start to hang out here, and when openings present themselves, we will take the best. We don't do waiting lists around here. We take the best of what's available to us at that time, and the people that really want to be a part of this always are regulars. So it's getting to know the league, the community. You are welcome to join us in our Discord so that you can learn more about what we do. We are expanding to 32 teams this next season. Yes, I already have GMs for those 2 teams. I know Attica's here. He'll be team number 32. That is TBA, team to be named. And then Tranquil Hill Farms will be bringing the Montreal Expos back to eMLB. eMLB did start when the Expos were a team, and when they switched to the Nationals, we switched to the Nationals. We miss the Expos. We can't wait for them to be back next season. 1-2 pitch comes up and in, and that's going to miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spo's ball is returning. Again, we're expanding to 32 teams. We're going to switch down to 4 divisions. We're going to have 8 teams per division. And we'll be changing our wildcard format. All to be announced as we finalize it. I do have an expansion committee that I am going to be putting together here super soon. More focus to get past the draft and then focus on that then. The 2-2 pitch. Just gets a piece of that one and hits it into the dugout. Ornelas trying not to hit Medrano with the ball there. Medrano a little chuckle as he might have seen his life flash before his eyes. Or that he was glad he didn't have to field that one. Who knows? The 2-2 to Ornelas. Just misses away, ball 3. Ugh. This has been a tough at-bat for Rolison. A low-key root for insert city here, indeed. Yes. We know this. It will be a team in the West. That we're decided. They're going into the American League West. We just haven't decided officially where they are. Won't be Vegas, because we're under the assumption that Oakland will become a Vegas team in the future. Real life Oakland to Vegas, that is. The 3-2 pitch. Lined into left for a base hit as Paredes leaped to try to make the catch, and it got by him. Stopping at second is Spence. Ornelas tattoos the ball into left. Probably should have been out. I mean, you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different outs possibly. One he fouled. So, sheesh. Talk about unlucky. 2 on, 1 out. Michael Bush back to the dish. He had a sac fly into left field in his first at bat. First pitch is in there. Strike 1. Everyone can't help but love and hate. Insert team hit. 0-1 pitch. Just gets a piece as he might have been fooled by the curveball. Do you score the games? What do you mean exactly, Bob? I'm not sure if I follow. Happy to answer, just not sure if I understood what you meant. When you see me looking that way, I'm looking to see what my managers who are running the game, managing the teams are telling me. I don't run a team, I just commission, tell the story. 0-2 pitch. Inside, that one couldn't have missed by much. Oh my goodness. Dear Lord, we're getting to that point. Being heard from the Washington Nationals dugout here at this point. Yeah. I can't repeat what Pirate just said in private because that would activate Daffy. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bush here, who might have a second life. Maybe a third life for the Orioles this inning alone. The 1-2. Misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the good news is that graphic cards are getting a lot, video cards also are getting a lot cheaper of late. 2-2 pitch. Up and high, it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. As old as the 69-year-old. Don't you mean 206 years old? Because we've already ascertained that you were there when the Declaration of Independence was signed, Gorgo, right? Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We'll keep an eye on the runners in this situation. The pitch. Runners stay grounded to first. They'll throw to short. Rodriguez has it, but he will have to do some dodging as he had to duck on that play. And he will get the fielder's choice. Bush reaches. Spence to third. 2 outs now. You mean you're not the oldest in a Twitch chat? No, you're not. No, you're not. And in this group, you're in good company. 2 outs now. Bottom of the third. Will Smith is your batter. 0 for 1 today. He beat you by a mere 23 days. $30 is the new 70. Come on now.
If you don't like it, I'll come you to death.
Now you feel young again. Yes, here you can be that because I'm older than you. I hit an unfortunate milestone in the near future. Although there's others in the chat that'll be like, cry me a river. First pitch to Smith. Look out! That one comes too far in, and it got him. That's going to load the bases on a fastball that got too far inside on Smith. The hit batter marks down to first, and it'll load the bases for George Springer. Springer 1 for 1 with a couple RBIs in this situation this year. True, better than the alternative indeed. First pitch to Springer is going to find itself in there. Strike 1. Dick Spence is your runner at third. Michael Bush is your tying run at second. Will Smith is your go-ahead run at first. We got 2 outs here. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the off-speed. Looks like Springer got fooled a bit there, but it's no balls and 2 strikes. And Springer still has some thump in the bat. 237 career home runs. Remember, as Sadier just said, this is your absolute last chance to bet in tonight's game before this third out. The 0-2 pitch. Misses low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another one. Pineda is not knowing what it takes to get a strike around here. One ball, 2 strikes. Rollison gets back on the rubber. Takes a really deep breath. The 1-2 to right field. Not very deep. Milwee settles under it. He will make the catch. And that will strand a bunch of birds on the base paths. 3 innings are in the books. No more bets. Your bets are in. You are locked down. Good luck to you this evening. It is Washington 4, Baltimore 2. Let's go to the 4th. Remnants? Yes. With all of the... What is Bulla hit? What is Bulla hit, Pirate? You got out of the inning. I bet you're talking about the pitch locations. I can't help it that Angel Hernandez calls every single game and out of the park. Or at least that's what it feels like. Top of the fourth, Hunter Bishop, Isaac Paredes, and Vic Rodriguez are due up. Phil Milwee will be in the hole if anyone gets aboard. Nick Margavicius, 3 innings of work. It hasn't been pretty against this National squad who's gone long in it. Bishop, 1 for 1. He had a 2-run homer to deep right center field in his first at bat. It's his 14th on the year. He's already on a pretty good pace to have 3 consecutive 30 home run seasons. First pitch he sees is hit hard over to first, right to Michael Bush. He will go step on the bag himself, retiring Bishop for the first out. One out now. Isaac Paredes is your batter. He's 0 for 1 this evening. 24 bets. What's our record say here? You said 31? Always hope some of the the lurkers here for drops will jump in on the bets more, but, you know, it's all right. We're happy to have you here, whether you're just here for the drops or not, and just like, dear God, will this guy ever shut up? Isaac Paredes 0 for 1. Waits the 1-2 pitch from Margavicius. Swing and a miss. Gets fooled by the curveball, and he'll go down.
Emotional damage.
Second strikeout on the day for Margavicius. Now 2 outs here. Top of the fourth. Vic Rodriguez will be the batter. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch sees into left field. McKenna reads it well. The range to his left, and he will get there on the line shot. Pulls it in for the final out. Hey, Nick Margavicius gets a 1-2-3 inning here to retire the Nationals in the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth we will go, and it is 4-2 Nats. After this half inning, I will take what I expect to be my only break on tonight. Again, the wife is doing better and didn't send me any text messages about discomfort, so we're trying to stay more on our normal time format. Do keep in mind, though, let me say this real quick. I've been holding off on it, but I can't make an argument on why I shouldn't do it anymore. At some point, I'm going to turn on the Twitch Ads Manager because I'm leaving money on the table. At some point, I'm going to have to do it. And I'm hoping to do it in a way that I can take a break and no one misses anything because of the way we run here. We're telling a story, so we can take that break when we're forced to do it in a way that it makes no sense for me to ignore it. So just giving a heads up, I'm starting to figure it out. It won't happen until after vacation, so the rest of the shows up till vacation are good. But just giving you the early warning. It's the way of things, and I'm stupid not to do it for my family. So just giving the early heads up. We're figuring it out. We're getting close to a solution. It'll be implemented after vacation, but there will be ads, and we're hoping to do it in a way that it won't be a big nuisance. We'll more coming. But yes, the wife is doing much better. Mostly she's complaining about the healing process, and it feels like her stomach is not only sore, but paid and stretching. So again, she had an emergency surgery, so I'm just glad she's upright and functional, because if we waited any longer, it would have been more than a laparoscopy that she had. So we wouldn't be going on our vacation next week. You gotta add. True. So we'll add during our break, but unfortunately that's the thing. You're doing the pre-roll for the foreseeable future on your Monday, Friday, 3:30 streams. So what I'm hoping to do is, like, maybe if I just throw it all at one time per hour at a specific point, then we might be able to plan doing our break at that time. It's a thought. But stupid to ignore the opportunity there. And money's money. So All right, gang. All passive revenue can be a plus. I mean, I'd still do this for free, honestly. But Jeff Newkirk will start us off bottom of the fourth. Top of the hour station ID break. Oh, you might be onto something. Might not be a bad idea. All right, Jeff Newkirk will start us off. Tony Madrano, then Ryan McKenna. Due up. 2-2 pitch to Newkirk. Lined into right center field. He got a good piece on that, and it's going to roll into the deepest corner out there. Newkirk takes the corner, heads for second. He will get in there with a stand-up double. Newkirk will get his 8th double on the year. He had 24 last season. Already had 8. Good work for Newkirk there. Leadoff double. 5th hit on the day for the Orioles now. Oh, so it is that way, huh, EBC? But can you do it in like a minute? See, I haven't looked at it enough, so maybe you can answer that for me. Does it have to be like a minute long with 3 per hour? Is that what it is? 3 minutes per hour or 3 breaks per hour? There's 3 breaks per hour. Again, at half innings, I can pause. Hopefully. If I can work it out just right. Tony Madrano comes to the dish. Madrano took a walk in his first appearance. First pitch he throws is a curveball at the knees. Watches it called strike 1. No ball. Oh, excuse me.
What?
It looks like a strike. I called it a strike, but apparently it's a ball. Just looking to see if that's what Pirate's saying at this point. Oh, you're not going to come say hi? Okay. I'll tell everyone. What am I telling everyone? Okay. Kokamish says that Mommy's doing okay, just so you know. But she's not coming. No screen time. Although, wait a minute. Kokamish. Hold on, guys. Kokamish. Not tonight, but on Thursday, you have to come on. It's your birthday. You will? All right. Thursday night, we're going to have a Kokamish cameo because it will be birthday for Kokamish. So we'll absolutely have a visit from our pint-sized powerhouse. All right, back to Madrano. The 1-0 pitch to him. He'll watch it all the way. Should be 0-2, but it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Yeah, Pirates breaking out the rage emotes now. Yeah, Thursday is Kokamish's birthday. So, had to make sure she's willing to come on then. Don't know what the game will be yet, but we'll be back here 7 o'clock on Thursday night. The 1-1. Inside. Hey, look. That one, apparently... All right, everything evens out, Pirate. You can't say a thing. That one just got called a strike, so now it's Madrano that's all like...
Say what?
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Madrano. Everything is as it should be now. The 1-2 pitch. Lined into left center field, well struck. This one's going to hit halfway up the wall. Newkirk is going to score. Madrano will get into second, and we have an RBI double for Tony Madrano. Madrano with his 3rd RBI on the year, first double on the season for him, and he makes it a 4-3 ball game. You didn't miss Kokamish. She was off camera talking, saying Mommy's okay. She'll be back Thursday, though, Gorgo, because it is her birthday. I was like, you have to come on for your birthday. We have to have some birthday Kokamish on stream. Top of the order, Ryan McKenna now with nobody out here, bottom of the fourth. First pitch comes in, missing low, ball one. No activity in the Nationals bullpen yet. One 0 pitch. He'll watch that one called. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch to McKenna. He'll watch the curveball. Ooh, we've seen further out get called a strike. This one's not. 2 balls and 1 strike. It is clueless on what's a strike and what's a ball here tonight on the FKN. The 2-1 goes after that one. He'll chop it foul behind the dish. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tony Madrano, runner at second. Nobody out here. 1 in for the Orioles. Robo umps at the eMLB win. Yeah, I know. We're getting there. The 2-2. Just gets a piece on that one. Just barely stays alive there. It's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Rollison to the set. Gives Madrano. Quick look. The pitch. To left center field. Gets down. Madrano rounds third. He will head in to score. Sliding into second. And getting there is Ryan McKenna. McKenna with the RBI double, and it's a tie ball game, 4-4. Ryan McKenna continues to punish the lefties. It's his 5th double on the year. Still nobody out here. Now seeing some activity in the bullpen as German Marquez is starting to loosen up. Now 7 hits on the day for the Orioles. And it doesn't get any easier as they head to the middle of the order. Nick Spence is the batter. I am inevitable. Okay, Attica Thanos. First pitch to Spence. Watches it. It's in there. Strike 1. I get the joke. You were talking. It's your Robo Ump reference. I get it. The 0-1. Checks the swing. They appeal. No, they say he win. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Looks like a fair call on that one as they appeal down to first. Spence 2 for 2 this evening, continues to be red hot. He's 1 hit away from 500 in his career. The 0-2 delivery. Jams him inside and he got him. 94 miles an hour up and in, and he does good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Spence. Rollison second strikeout on the day. We've got our first out here, bottom of the 4th, and it doesn't get any easier now. Buster Bluth is 1 for 2 with an RBI tonight. First pitch. Misses outside. No, it gets called on the outside corner, and that's a fair call. No balls and 1 strike. Again, quick reminder, after this half inning, we will take our 1 planned break on the evening. When we return, we will do the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we will get back to action here. 0-1 pitch. This is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Rollison. Checks the swing. Doesn't even go for an appeal. It's called in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Ellis waiting on deck. The 1-2. Just misses outside. Thought he could ring him up there. Doesn't miss by much. It's 2-2. Oh, boss battle. Can we get enough to get Fluffy the three-headed dog out? The 2-2 pitch. Lifts it to right field. Coming in, Milwee. He will settle under it and makes the catch for 2 outs. 2 outs now. Ray Ornelas will be the batter. Ornelas tonight 1 for 2. Tight boss to get balls of yarn. Yuck, yuck. First pitch. That'll be too far out, we think. I'm so confused tonight.
Say what?
No ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Can you get DMCA'd if you play 3 blind mice? Probably. The 1-0. Chops that over to second. Louis Garcia gets it. Throws to first. He'll retire Ornelas. That will retire this side. Orioles will get a couple runs on 3 hits. 4 innings in the books of this World Series rematch, and it has come as advertised. 4-4. When we come back, we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard and return here to Baltimore for the 2025 World Series rematch. It's the eMLB game of the night. Be right back. Coming back live, it is the Tuesday Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, eMLB game of the night, and a World Series rematch. Before we get back to that, let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard and see what's happening to your favorite eMLB team around the universe. Starting in Tampa Bay, as the Royals are off to a 4-1 lead, bottom of the 7th at Tropicana. Andrew Vaughn has a 7th home run so far to this point in that one. The Cardinals are running off to a 9-0 lead, limiting the Marlins to 1 hit so far through 6 innings. Royce Lewis loving life as a St. Louis Cardinal. 9 home runs on the year now for Royce. Indians are leading 4-3 against the Toronto. Excuse me, I've got the beer hiccups as I reload on the Oktoberfest. Told you it's my favorite beer. 4-3 Cleveland over Toronto so far through the bottom of the 4th. Don Erickson. Someone scare me real quick so I'll stop hiccuping, apparently. It's bottom of the 3rd. Yes, Don Erickson got his 4th home run on the year, and it's his first as a member of the Cleveland Indians. Very good. Nice work, Sadier. I think that's going to be a nice little acquisition for you. San Francisco is in a delay at Citi Field. It's bottom of the 3rd. They lead 2-0 so far. Hold on. Got to get into announcer mode. Michael Sean Cade with his 8th home run on the season. It is bottom of the 5th. No score at the Great American Ballpark. I'm not saying it. You can see just fine. All the other games are are waiting to get underway. You have the Angels taking on the Athletics out west at Coors at 8:40. The Cubs will take on the Rockies. The Dodgers will take on the Pirates, and then the Padres will do battle against the Rangers tonight. Back here in Baltimore, top of the 5th, which means Journey of the Starters, brought to you tonight by Kamish's beer of choice, and it's his favorite, Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It's that season. It's my version of pumpkin spice, and there ain't no pumpkin taste in it, because, yeah. Anyway, 4 innings of work for Nick Margevicius to this point. 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 home runs have been launched on him. He hasn't walked anyone. He has struck out 2. He's only thrown 44 pitches to this point, so you think he's got to have plenty of gas to this point. Starting the top of the 5th, Phil Milwee, the rookie, will start us off 0 for 1 today. Israel Pineda and Louis Garcia scheduled up after him. Still see German Marquez loosening up in the bullpen for the Nationals. No one for the Orioles to this point. 2-2 pitch to Milwee. Towards right center field. Not overly deep. Moving over George Springer. He'll grab it in front of Ray Ornelas to pull it in for the first out. One out now. Israel Pineda hit his first home run deep. It landed into the Orioles bullpen up on the top level in center field. It's his first on the year. The 2-2 to Pineda. Got him looking with the changeup, called strike 3. Nothing but crickets on that at bat because he left the bat right on the shoulders. There's the caught looking card coming from Brendan as he pulls up the 3 strikeouts for Margevicius. 2 outs now, top of the 5th. Louis Garcia, third time around the order we go for the Nats. He is 0 for 2 today. The 1-2 pitch. Lined it down to first, but well played there by Michael Busch. He will go step on the bag. It's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Nick Margevicius. That's his second straight. 7 in a row he's retired now. Halfway through the ball game. It's 4-4 between the Nats and the Orioles. Bottom of the 5th we go. It is Journey of the Starters one more time, brought to you by my beer of choice tonight, the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Ryan Rollison has gone 4 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 4 earned runs. He has walked 2, struck out 2. He has labored far more than Margevicius has, as he's thrown 87 pitches through 4 innings of work. Michael Busch, Will Smith, and George Springer scheduled up here, bottom of the 5th. We'll start with Busch. He is 0 for 1. He had a sac fly back in the first inning. 2-1 pitch. Slaps it over to third. Paredes is there today. He'll throw to first to retire Busch for the first out. 1 out now. Will Smith will be the batter. He's 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch. Slap towards first. Easy play for Mark Diggs. He'll get the foot race 1 at first. There's 2 outs now. George Springer will come to the plate, 0 for 2 today. One pitch coming to George. Line shot into center. That'll be a base hit. Rodriguez takes a few steps that way, but he knows no chance to reach for that one. Springer will get his first hit on the day. 8th hit for the Orioles. 2 out runner aboard. Springer with an 11 steal rating with a 5 speed. Not the biggest steal guy out there. That'll put Jeff Newkirk up. Newkirk is 1 for 2 today. He had a double earlier on. First pitch goes up and in. It'll miss. Ball 1. For Springer, getting in the direction of 1,400 career games, just 44 career stolen bases. You have to go all the way back to 2015 for his best year, where he had 16. More than a quarter of his stolen bases were back in the 2016 year. The 1-0. Slap to third. Diving attempt from Paredes, but it gets by him. Soto will get the throw in. Taking the corner and heading for 2. Newkirk will get in there without the throw. Stopping at third is Springer. Second double on the day for Newkirk, 9 on the season for him as he's starting to heat it up a bit. 2 outs now, 2 runners in scoring position. Tony Madrano 1 for 1 today with an RBI. First pitch from Madrano. Steps to the outside. It does Pineda. Too far out. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hits hard, but way foul down the line. 1 ball, 1 strike. George Springer is your go-ahead run at third. Jeff Newkirk gets some added insurance over at second. 2 outs now, bottom of the 5th, the 1-1. Towards center field. Bishop will range over to his left. No trouble making the play there. And the Orioles will get a couple hits, but they will leave them stranded in scoring position. 5 innings in the books here from Baltimore. It's 4-4. Alrighty, top of the 6th we go. Mergavicius will continue. 61 pitches to this point. No one in the bullpen here. Friendly reminder, when you are batting, managers, don't forget to tell me what your plan is for the top of the inning so we can keep things fluid. Mark Diggs will be the batter. Oop. Everyone's gun shy on free-for-all. Mark Diggs is your batter. Diggs 1 for 2 today. Already extended an 11-game hit streak. Also 15 consecutive games on base for him. The only streak he hasn't extended yet. He has 3 games in a row he's hit home runs. 0-2 pitch to Diggs. Rolls it over to first. Bush has it. He will go to first. He will retire his fellow first baseman. 1 out. 1 out now. Jose Anthony will be your batter. Meanwhile, we see another arm loosening up in the bullpen, and that looks like Betances. Jose Betances is warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. So Betances and Marquez. Jose Anthony, your batter. He had a home run down the right field line in his first at bat. First pitch he sees, he will pop it up into left field, coming in hard. McKenna is going to get there to make the play for the second out. 2 outs now. Juan Soto will be your batter. Soto today is 1 for 2. The 3-2 pitch. Misses. Low ball 4. He thought he had it. Jump in and get your yarn. Okay, well, I'll steal other people's yarn so I can stock the craft store. Where was that one? Ugh. It could be strike 3, but it's not. 2 out, runner aboard. Soto is there. Hunter Bishop hit one deep into right center field for number 14 on the year. He is 1 for 2 with 2 RBI today. They'll watch the first pitch get at the knee. Strike 1. Vicious again, 8 years in the majors. He was originally a 7th round draft pick back in 2017
We would be
from Rider University.
Join us.
I'm gonna get lost on that one, so I'm just gonna stop at shot. Shot! Welcome. Thank you for hitting the follow button. The 0-1 pitch. 0-2 called on the strike with the outer half. Curveball in there. Nasty pitch. Markovich is now ahead 0-2 on Bishop. The 0-2 goes away. Doesn't get him to chase. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now we'll see if we can get the free-for-all. There's 5. We need 5 more. The 1-2 pitch. Soto goes, swung on, and hit into the shift. Medrano's got to hurry. He will get there just in time. That one didn't get out there. Medrano didn't necessarily charge it. He kind of waited for it to come to him, and he just barely gets Hunter Bishop over at first to retire this side. They'll leave a runner aboard. 5.5 in the books. It's still tied at 4 in this rematch of the 2025 World Series. Ryan Rollison back to the hill here. 102 pitches to this point. Again, Marquez and Betances are warming up. Ryan McKenna, Nick Spence, Buster Bluth due up. That's the top of the order. McKenna 1 for 2 with a double today and an RBI. The 1-0 pitch to right field down the line, and this is going to get down. Good range over there from Milway to track that one down. That'll limit McKenna to a single, but he has his second hit on the day. 10 hits now for the Orioles. He has a 16 steal rating with a 12 speed, just because his rating is hidden there. And that is it for Ryan Rollison, as in comes Betances. Jose Betances, the 26-year-old from the Dominican, will come in, making his 10th appearance on the year. He is 1-2 with a 7.36 ERA. 1 save to his credit. 11 innings of work. He's given up 12 hits, 9 earned runs, a couple homers. He has walked 4, struck out 11. He'll definitely bring it a little faster than Rollison does. Mid-90s with the fastball. Pretty hard bending slider and a changeup to complement Betances, a rookie. Signed as a free agent by the Astros back in 2017. Betances ready to go. Runner at first. Spence is the batter. 2 for 3 today for the Suspense. First pitch is a fastball. Taken in there. Strike 1. The 0-1 swings right through that one as he was trying to put 2 on the board there. It's going to be a no ball, 2 strikeout. Turning out to be a knee buckler. Yes, it is. I like these ones. I hate it when they're like 14-0 because that's like, the 0-2 pitch calls a pitch out, but nothing on from McKenna there. He stays put. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Spence. Only because they made the attempt. 1 steal and 1 caught stealing this season for McKenna. 8 career steals for him in 125 games of play. I tried to predict it. I tried to predict him as a heavily fought good battle by the 2 managers involved as well. The 1-2 to center field, not very deep. It drops down for a base hit. Spence, nothing big on that one. Just a soft liner that no one can get to. Third hit on the night, and you just watched the 500th career hit for the 24-year-old from New York, Nick Spence, the community-created player of the Elder Nacho. Congrats to him. 2 on, nobody out. Buster Bluth will switch over to the left-handed batter's box. 1 for 3 with an RBI today. First pitch will be a strike called on the outside corner. It might be a little bit of a generous call, but we've seen worse today. Oh, 1. Lifts it towards right center field. Milwee settles, makes the catch, rifles it back in. No advancement from anybody. 1 out. 1 out now. Ray Ornelas will come to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. First pitch will catch the outside corner. Strike 1. He wasn't overly thrilled with the call. Well, eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone says that's a fair call there, Mr. Ornelas. Deal with it. The 0-1. That one will miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Possible rolling blackouts. Ugh. Not fun at all, Steve. The 1-1. Missing inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch is swung on as he comes inside. 98 on the gun on that pitch. Straight smoke from Jose Betances as he jams Ornelas inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Go ahead run is at second. 1 out here. The 2-2 to left field. This will drop down for a hit. McKenna takes the corner, sees the stop sign. He will stop at third. It's another hit for the Orioles, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. That'll put Michael Busch in. And the biggest Achilles heel we've seen from the Nationals bullpen this season is that they are 6.57 ERA. That is good for 14th in the National League to this point. Michael Busch is 0 for 2 today with an RBI. First pitch. That one comes inside. Ball 1. Infield is playing in. They're going to try to get McKenna at home. The 1-0. Call. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swings right through the slider. Must have been thinking fastball there. Good work by Betances to take a step back on that one. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Huge strikeout there for Jose Betances. Busch goes down. It's the first strikeout on the day for Jose Betances. 2 outs now, bases loaded. Will Smith comes up 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in bases loaded situations this year. Oh, hold on. He might want a pinch hitter. Let me remove myself so he can see. And remember, this is your DH. I know you know that. I don't have to remind you, but doesn't hurt for me to say it anyway. All right, he's going to leave Smith in. Back we go to the game. Will Smith will be the batter here against Betances. The first pitch. That comes too far in, ball 101 on the gun from Jose Betances. Ryan McKenna is at third. Nick Spence is at second. Ray Ornelas is the runner at first. The 1-0 to second. Diving attempt from Garcia gets by him. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Big 2-out single from Will Smith. He gives the Orioles a 6-4 lead. Garcia with an amazing athletic attempt there, but it just got by him as that ball was torched into right center. RBIs number 9 and 10 for Will Smith, and it's 6-4 now, bottom of the 6th. And now a pinch hitter is coming in for George Springer. His day will be done. Khalil Lee will be the batter. Khalil Lee, the 27-year-old from Centerville, Virginia, comes in. 256 on the year with 4 home runs and 20 RBI. First pitch is coming high, misses, ball 1. The 1-0 lifts that to right field. Milwee diving stop, and he makes a gorgeous catch. Beautiful defensive play from the rookie Phil Milwee. That looked pretty sexy to me. Get those saxophones out and play it, baby. That was gorgeous. Beautiful play from Phil Milwee will retire the side. 6 innings are in the books now. We will go to the 7th. Orioles will take a 6-4 lead. Khalil Lee will be staying into the game, replacing George Springer. So Lee into right field in place of George Springer. Nick Margevicius is coming out for a 7th inning of work. Warming up in the bullpen, we got opposing arms. We got Ben Bowden, the left-hander, and Trevor Stephen, the right-hander, warming up. Isaac Paredes will start us off. Vic Rodriguez, Phil Milwee are due up after. Hopefully someone, I haven't seen much clips today, I might have missed them, but let's get if possible, let's get a clip of that diving attempt from Milwee.
Cat.
Hey!
And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat. I'm a kitty cat.
Ballet Charabunny.
That's why I muted the music, because I wanted to hear that. Ballet Charabunny, of course. Everybody's got to be a comedian at this point in the game. Thank you, Anju. 2 years. 24 months. Has it been that long? Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Top of the 7th we go. Isaac Paredes, Rodriguez, and Milwee due up. Okay, I'm answering a question for Pirate. The question is, and I'm going to say this out loud because it's always a good lesson for everybody to know the rules. The question is, Can Anthony go to third base? He's the DH. Can he go to the third base and Soto go to DH and De La Rosa to left field? Unless something has changed in the DH rules, if you replace a designated hitter and put him, if you put a designated hitter into the field, you then forfeit your designated hitter, and it would be a pitcher that would hit in that spot at that point. So to answer your question, you can't replace a designated hitter and put a different designated hitter in place unless there's someone who's not in the game. So a pinch hitter can come in and stay as a DH, but you can't put someone else who was in the field and then make them a DH afterwards. Unless there's a rule change that happened this year that I'm not aware of, that is how it would be. So with that said, let me know if you want to change your plan there, but that doesn't look like it will affect us this moment. So I will start the 7th with Paredes 0 for 2. So I am, okay, thank you, Andrew, I am correct. Just in case there was a change in rule, but the age-old rule is if you take a DH and you replace him or put him in the field, you sacrifice your designated hitter and a pitcher hits in that spot going forward, or in who you replace. So in this instance, you could put De La Rosa in left field, but you'd be replacing Soto. And I don't think you want to do that. So what you may consider doing here that might make sense for you, you might want to put Anthony to bat third, or to go to third, and replace Paredes, but then you'd automatically, he's hitting right now, so you'd have a pitcher in that spot. Okay. Very good. Good opportunity to talk baseball and make sure we all understand rules, because sometimes they can be confusing. Paredes 0 for 2, the 1-2 pitch. To center field. Moving over Ornelas, feels like he's got a good beat on it, and he does as he pulls it in for the first out. 1 out now in this 6-4 ball game. Vic Rodriguez, the shortstop, is 0 for 2 today. Yeah, basically look at it this way, Pirate. If you put a guy as a DH, he does nothing but hit on that day. You put him in the field, then you lose the DH. That's the easiest way to explain an age-old rule. It explains why there was a point in time that Roger Clemens once hit for the Red Sox. First pitch swings, or he pulls the bat back. It's ball 1. Might have been thinking about a bunt for a hit there. The 1-0, he will square again and hits it down the first base line, but Bush gets to it pretty quick, throws to Medrano, covers, and they will get Rodriguez, who attempted to sneak aboard by way of the bunt. That'll be 2 outs now. Phil Milwee will be the batter tonight. Milwee 0 for 2. He's hit the ball pretty well, but it's been unlucky. The 0-1 pitch. Lined into right center field. That's going to get down and be a base hit. Taking the corner and heading for second is Milwee, and he's going to get in there with a stand-up double. 2-out double for Phil Milwee. It is his 9th double on the year for the rookie. Don't think Whelp Cakes is here anymore, but if someone clips that, that'd be nice to share with him. Time being called by the Nationals. Pull myself. Oh, all set. Okay. Didn't know if you were planning a pinch hitter with Pineda. All right, Mega Vicious, ready to take on Pineda. Pineda tonight, 1 for 2. He had a home run towards center field earlier on. First pitch is watched low ball. Oh, well. Oh my God. This is just like, oh my God. If Angel Hernandez was an out of the park baseball sim engine, he was out of the park 23. Crazy. Bovine excrement.
What's your language, suppose? We're over here.
Good attempts at dodging Daffy, but he knows what that is, so. The 0-1. Lifted to left field. Moving over. Getting there. Ryan McKenna makes the catch and retires the side. Oh my God. That was just insane. Hey, guess what, guys? We got to the 7th inning stretch. I don't think Tim Lowry is here this evening, but let's get his favorite song going.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face.
With bad pitches and terrible umps.
But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. It's a World Series rematch of 2025. The Beltway Series, 4 games, 2 in Baltimore, 2 in Washington, 6-4. Here as we go bottom of the 7th. New pitcher coming out for the Nationals. It's German Marquez. Marquis will make his appearance, the 31-year-old from the Venezuela. Comes in 11th appearance on the year, 1-2 with a 7.56 ERA to this point. 1 save to his credit as well. 16 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 24 hits, 14 earned runs. He has allowed 7 home runs already this year. You'd swear he's still back in Colorado with those stats. He's walked 4, struck out 19. 5-pitch arsenal. Throws the fastball. Also mixes a cutter in there with the slider, the curveball, and the changeup. 11th season in the majors now for Marquez. His 3rd season now with the Nationals. See, Ben Bowden still loosening up, and he is ramping it up, so he is probably coming in to replace Mergavicius here in this next inning. Marquez ready to go. Got Newkirk, Medrano, and McKenna scheduled up here in this bottom of the 7th. I think I saw something I wanted to read there. Yeah, I'll take the chastising from the duck. The calls have been that bad. Yep, they have been that bad. But it was Pirates' bovine excrement comment that was the best. That was pretty well played, Pirate. See, Shervin Newton starting to get a bat and a helmet, and Medrano walks back into the dugout, so it looks like Newton's coming in as a pinch hitter. Newkirk is your batter, 2 for 3 today with a couple of doubles. The 2-2 pitch from Marquez. Lifts it towards center field. Hunter Bishop has it read. No, he doesn't. The wind is going to blow it by him, and he plays it off. That's going to get by him. Jeff Newkirk gets into second. Pretty certain since he didn't make a play on it, that's going to be a double. Yep, it's his 10th double on the year. Hunter Bishop has played right field predominantly in his career. He shifted over to center. Is this the Victor Robles effect that we see here? Who knows? But Newkirk is aboard. 3 doubles tonight for the guy who'd been struggling from Towson State here to start the year. Still finds himself below the Mendoza line for the moment. but the 3 doubles definitely help his cause a bit. Shervin Newton comes in. The 27-year-old from Curacao will be the pinch hitter for Medrano. The switch hitter comes in hitting .234 on the year with 2 home runs and 10 RBI. Not about to let you get ducked by yourself out there. It has been, I know Pirate well enough to know he ain't happy about what's going on out there. First pitch at the knee, strike 1. Man, Marquez must be mad because that one had some zip. 101 on the gun on that pitch. The 0-1. This misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, JC, so you know, Brendan and Pirate battled all 6 games last season. Every single game of the World Series was done live here. So these two have gotten to know each other pretty well. And yeah, I know. I've also had them for a couple of, well, I've had Pirate especially for a couple of years, so I know he is not happy with today. But bovine excrement might be his best way to try to avoid Daffy ever. The 1-1. Lined over to first. Well played on the hop there from Diggs. He gets it, steps on the bag, and he will send Newton back to the dugout with the first out. But Newkirk will scoot over to third. Indeed, what do you do? What are you going to do? This is why we play 162. There are 2 more games to be simmed after tonight's feature broadcast. 1 out now. Ryan McKenna is your batter. By the way, JC, just so you know, if you're ever interested in not knowing if you have Out of the Park 23, if you do have it, so you know, you can have access to this filing, download it, and keep up and get to know the league a little bit more. Ryan McKenna is your batter. He's had a good day, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Yes, you have. You just got Anthony back. 2 home runs in 2 days for him is a good sign, as that fastball is up and away. 1-0 to McKenna. I still think you were all planning on just waiting. You were like, when's Robles gonna sign? When Robles gonna sign? And then when he finally didn't and went over to Minnesota, I bet that didn't make you happy either. Well, here you go. So let me do this for you, JC. There's a code. OOTP is on sale until next Monday for $19.99. But if you use that code, you get 10% off. And I also get a portion, I also get a commission for it too, because I'm an Out of the Park affiliate. This is the only thing that we stream here predominantly. Although that's going to change. I am going to be racing with my team, and I'm most likely going to be streaming that so that people can watch us race competitively. But there's a code. Go right ahead and use that. The code is at the bottom, so when it takes you to that page, choose Out of the Park 23, but make sure you go to the coupon at the bottom and put in Fluffy Kitty 23. You'll get 10% off, even though it's already on sale. So you'll pay, what, 17 something. But yeah, go right ahead. That's 10% regardless, but until Monday, it's on sale. It's a $20 game right now. You can't go wrong with Out of the Park at that price. 1-0 to McKenna is going to miss low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. True. I mean, he wants a lot of money. It's not the offense that you really sign him for. It's his speed, and it is, and you know it. It's the glove. He was always a highlight film. We were always doing Sexy Play of the Day with Robles on national broadcasts. Okay, thank you for the heads up. I didn't know that Brendan's having computer issues. 2-0 pitch is going to miss away. It's a 3-ball, no strike count. The 3-0. This is inside. It's ball 4. McKenna will take a 4-pitch walk. We'll have runners at first and third now with 1 out. Nick Spence has 3 hits already on the day. In that case, he should have CPU issues every game. Spence is your batter. 2 for 11 lifetime against Marquez with a home run. He is 3 for 4 tonight. First pitch he sees, kind of fungos it into right field, but it's going to push foul. Wind aided and probably a little extra English on that ball as he got jammed pretty good. Bear with me, I had to put up a tiny screen so you can't. I assume you can't see as much or act as quick. No worries. The 0-1. Lifts it into left field. Coming in, Soto. Diving stop. Gorgeous play. Hold on a sec. Brendan, do you want to signal Jeff Newkirk to tag up from third base and try to score? The ball is shallow. Newkirk is a slow runner. Juan Soto has a great arm. What do? He says, no. Yes, I know Sadier is acting right now. No. In voice chat. Yes, in the Discord, JC, there is a voice chat down at the bottom, and people are talking about the game all the time. So, now that the play is done, holy crap! Juan Soto, perennial MVP, perennial sexy play of the day, apparently. Very nice diving play from Juan Soto, our second sexy play of the night. As the corner outfielders for the Nationals have gotten that done. 2 outs now as Newkirk stays at third. Buster Bluth will try to drive him in. He's 1 for 4 tonight with an RBI. First pitch he will see is in there, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball comes too far in. It doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. In there, call strike 2. Snap throw from Pineda, but McKenna gets back in time as Diggs had applied the tag. That one was close. Pineda tried to catch McKenna napping. The 1-2 pitch. Checks the swing. They appeal. No, they say. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marquez checks the runners. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. They get him.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Gets the out when he needs it most. Runners will stay at first and third. The Nationals will escape further damage. 7 innings in the books. 6 for Orioles. Let's head to the 8th. I assume Sherman Newton is staying in as a second baseman here for Brendan. Newton to second, and a new pitcher coming in. Ben Bowden will relieve Nick Margavicius, who Started off slow, but he battled back and is now in line for the win. Here comes the 31-year-old Bowden from Lynn, Massachusetts. 5th year in the majors for Bowden, the former Rule 5 draft pick from the Rockies back in 2021, has made an impression with the Orioles since then. It's his 4th appearance on the year. He's 2 innings of work, 2 earned runs. He's allowed 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out 2. Bowden throws the mid-90s fastball, the slider, and the changeup. The former 2nd-round pick by the Rockies in 2016 from Vanderbilt University. Bowden ready to go. He's got the top of the order. 2 lefties, Garcia and Diggs, followed by Jose Anthony. Oh, 1 pitch from Bowden. Slapped over to second. Newton will get his first opportunity coming into the game. Throws it to first. He will retire his fellow second baseman for out number 1. 1 out now. Mark Diggs is your batter. 1 for 3. He has a 3-game home run streak that is in jeopardy here. This might be his last at bat today. The 0-1. He will hit it towards left field, down the line, going back, making the play about 20 feet into the outfield is Buster Bluth. Amazing defensive talent. Bluth is just unflappable. He goes down the line and he just stays right with it, and he retires Diggs for the 2nd out. 2 outs now. Jose Anthony will be the batter. 1 for 3 with a home run. I see Franklin Kilome, the righty. Zach Lothar, the lefty, starting to loosen up for the Orioles. 3-2 pitch. To left field. Well struck. McKenna goes back, but he's going to watch this one as it's about 15 rows back. It's the 2nd home run of the day for Jose Anthony.
Yeah, get up there and wham! A homer! Wham! Another homer! Wham! 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 What?
Well, Jose Anthony definitely wham another homer. 2 home runs on the day. He cuts the lead in half. It's 6-5. Juan Soto comes up. Today, 1 for 2. 1 for 4 lifetime against Bowden. The 1-2 pitch. He will strike him out. That's a huge strikeout there. Jose Anthony will get his 3rd home run on the season and his 2nd today. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th as he cuts into the lead. Orioles still leading 6-5. Pirate, you didn't say, so I'm assuming we're staying with Marquez here. We have Ornelas, Bush, and Smith scheduled up. Okay, Marquez is still pitching. Steve Esbenshade is loosening up in the bullpen, though, for the Nationals. Ray Ornelas will be the first batter here. Ornelas tonight, 2 for 4. One-two pitch to Ornelas. Up in the zone, challenged him 96, and he got him. Went high in the zone, couldn't come up with it. 2nd strikeout on the day for German Marquez. We got 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Michael Bush will be your batter. Bush tonight. is 0 for 3 with an RBI from a sac fly. The 2-1 pitch. Lifts it to center field. Coming in, reading it well there is Bishop, who has it for the second out. 2 outs now. Will Smith will come to the box. 1 for 3 tonight. He had a big 2-out an RBI with the bases loaded. He had a single up the middle back in the 6th. First pitch he sees over to second. Louis Garcia has it easy. Throws to first. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning as the Orioles are done away with in the bottom of the 8th. To the 9th we go in this World Series rematch. Orioles lead this one 6-5. What do the Nationals do here? Hunter Bishop starts us off in the top of the 9th. New pitcher on for the Orioles, Zach Lothar, the 30-year-old from Brooklyn Heights, Ohio. Third lefty on the day, third pitcher on the day, as the Orioles stay on the left side. 6th appearance on the year for Lothar. He's 1-2 with a 6.17 ERA. 11 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 17 hits, 8 earned runs, 3 home runs. He has walked 2, struck out 6. He will throw high 80s, low 90s with his fastball. It is the curveball that he relies on most, and throws a changeup in there as well. 5th season in the majors for Lothar. 2nd round draft pick back in 2017 by the O's from Xavier University. Colomb stays in the bullpen, but Ryan Barucki has now joined him. Hunter Bishop will be the first batter against Lothar. Bishop tonight 1 for 3 with that 2-run shot. 2 for 3 lifetime with a home run against Lothar. A 2-2 pitch coming up. Lifted towards right field. Ranging over Khalil Lee. He's going to get there in time for the first out. That one had a potential peak for the alley, but Lee gets there in time to close out the gap. Makes the play for the out. Just saw Jake get his $3 million for the Cubs. Okay, I'll check that myself after, if you don't mind. Enter it at the bottom of the page, hit apply. Did you do it in all caps? Because I don't know if it's case sensitive or not. That could be it too. Okay, timeout. Pinch hitter is coming in. Pinch hitter's coming in just in case. As far as I know, the code will work regardless. As far as I was told, it should work regardless. Let's see. So it's... Hold on. Wait a minute, Pirate. You said case for Pineda, but it's not Pineda up right now. It's Paredes. Just double checking and making sure, because Pineda is batting 4 batters from now. Paredes is up now. Just making sure it's case you want to replace Pineda. Paredes, excuse me. Because you wrote case for Pineda. Pineda is not the batter right now. So I just want to make sure that that's what you want. Okay, that's not for 4 more batters, though, so you're okay with Paredes as your batter right now? Just making sure. I don't want to screw anything up. Ah, okay. Well, you're just getting ahead. All right, you got it. Paredes is your batter. There is no pinch hitter yet. Thank you. Paredes tonight 0 for 3, but he's 2 for 4 lifetime against Zach Lothar. He's going to line it into right field, but right at Khalil Lee, who's going to make the catch. Absolutely torched that ball, but it's a line shot. Adam Ball, can you be a can of corn on a line shot like that? Probably not. But it is an unlucky second out. Nationals down to their final out. Vic Rodriguez is your batter, 0 for 3. The pitch, hard shot to short. Spence has it. He'll throw to first in time. And game 1 of this home-at-home 4-game series is going to go to the Baltimore Orioles. Great battle by both. It looked like it was going to be an easy game for the Nationals with the home runs that they were hitting early on. But then all of a sudden, Orioles just battled. Nick Margevicius was able to do just enough to stay in this game and helps the Orioles win number 20, first team to 20 on the year, as the Nationals will fall to the Orioles 6-5. Let's look at the box scores real quick. Jose Anthony 2 for 4 today, 2 home runs, 1 off of Nick Margevicius in the first inning, and then another off of Ben Bowden in the 8th inning. Both were solo shots. Let's see. Hunter Bishop was also 1 for 4. He had a 2-run homer off of Margevicius in the first inning that got the Nationals the early 3-0 lead. Other home run of the day was Israel Pineda. He was 1 for 3. He had a second inning home run into center field off of Nick Margevicius. Let's see. Phil Milwee had a double. That was in the 7th inning off of Margevicius. 7 hits on the day for the Nationals, but 4 were home runs. So they had 5 extra base hits on the day. For the Orioles, Ryan McKenna was 2 for 3. He had a double and an RBI. Nick Spence was 3 for 5, all singles. That got him to his 500th career hit. Let's see. Ray Ornelas was 2 for 5. Buster Bluth 1 for 5 with an RBI. Michael Bush had a sacrifice fly RBI. Will Smith with the biggest hit on the day. He was 1 for 4 with the bases loaded 2-run single that he had. That ended up being the game winner. George Springer was 1 for 3 before he was pinch hit for. Jeff Newkirk had a day. 3 doubles for Newkirk. He is still hitting below 200, but he's gotten much closer after a 3 for 4 day. So we had 2, 3, 4 perfect bets. Baltimore 6. They won, I assume, all 4 175 balls of yarn for picking before the first inning was done. And then also the 50 balls of yarn. So that's the max that you can win, 125 balls of yarn. We didn't have any steals today, which is weird because it's the Nationals. Speaking of the Nationals, Ryan Rolis in 5 innings of work. He went 10 hits, 5 earned runs. He walked 2, struck out 2. Jose Betances came in and did an inning of work. He gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run, striking out 1. German Marquez allowed a hit and a walk, but he went 2 scoreless innings to bring his ERA down to 6.75. Nick Margevicius will earn his 3rd win on the year. 7 innings of work, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. He gave all 4 of those runs in the first 2 innings, but he stayed in there enough to battle. Only threw 85 pitches on the day. So he pitched predominantly the contact. He walked 1 and struck out 3. He did let up 3 home runs, but he still hung on to win. Sadier thinks Smith will get player of the game. I'm going to think Jeff Newkirk because of the 3 doubles. Just because it's 3 doubles. Ben Bowden did give up. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ben Bowden did give up one of the 2 home runs to Jose Anthony on the day. That is the only blemish that he had on his day. Zach Lothar pitches a perfect 9th inning, 7 pitches thrown, and gets his first save on the season. Ryan McKenna.
What?
I don't agree with that one. I do not agree with that one. Most numbers in his columns. Yeah, he has the most numbers in his columns. Player of the game, he did the most. Jose Anthony didn't had a 0 in the walk column. Bah! For all accounts, Jose Anthony should have had it because of that. What the frig? OOTP. That's why that's almost as interesting as SpaghettiO Surprise. So, anyway, Royals will defeat the Rays 5-1. Andrew Vaughn hit his 7th home run on the year as the Royals get back to 500 on that one. You watched the game of the day. The Orioles defeating the Nationals 6-5. Nick Margevicius earns his 3rd win on the year, mostly by laboring and staying and persevering realistically. Yes, but the Berwick, Maine native as the player of the game. I don't know. Anyway, Indians will defeat the Jays 4-3. Don Erickson making a nice appearance in his first game as a Cleveland member, as he helps that with a home run. His 4th on the year. Sorry about the yawns. Sleeping on the couch while the wife is recovering has been a struggle, I'll tell you. 4-3 victory, Indians over the Jays. Juan Coelho will take the loss. He's 3-4 on the year. Oh no, my son's injured in a collision on the base paths. I'll see if he's feeling in pain or slumping around. It's hockey season starting this weekend, so I hope it doesn't affect him too much. Angels shut out the Athletics 9-0. Yep, 9-0. Francis Marquez gets the victory 2-0. Shohei Ohtani, his 13th home run of the year. Cardinals run over the Marlins 10-1. Tanner Burns, I believe, right? Burns? Yep, Tanner Burns earns his 4th win on the year. Miguel Sano at least hit a home run for you there, Eddie. So 2 on the year for him. Royce Lewis, his 9th home run of the season. The Reds defeat the Yankees 5-1. Alan Brocale hits his 8th home run on the year. Robert Tyler gets the win in relief. He's 1-0. Mets defeat the Giants in extra innings 4-3. The deranged one, Zach Hughes, will earn his 2nd win on the year. The only other home run afterwards is Rancel Villeman, his 4th on the year. Cubs defeat the Rockies 5-3. That is Braylon Marquez earning his 3rd win on the year. Did get help from Danny Smith Jr., his 9th of the season. Deep to the Yakult Swallows. They're going to trade the number 2 overall pick to the Nippon Baseball League. That's, I don't know, petty. Funny, but petty. Dodgers will work 9-5 and beat the Pirates. Jose Quijada getting the victory in that one. Had several home runs from the Dodgers. Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Juan Corcoran, and the Dill Bomber, Charlie Dillard. Oh my God. Oh my God. So long as the swallow and not spit, I don't mind. Oh my God. Yikes, fuck. I gotta move on from that one. Padres will defeat the Rangers 13-7. Jacob Nix will earn his 3rd win on the year as he will defeat Hans Kraus and the Rangers, who fall to 13-20. 4 home runs on the day for the Friars. Mejia, Sanchez, Ramirez, and Luciano. Zuta, Mitzabalza. Big time home run power from the Padres that day as they will defeat Hans Kraus and the Rangers 13-7. All right, let's advance the day. All right, let's see where the injuries go for that. Oh, mais non, on va à la plage. Jacques Landry has an elbow contusion. He'll be day-to-day, but it will linger for probably a good portion of this month. Dominic was injured at his collision at a base. He's got back stiffness day-to-day, but expected to last 2 weeks. It will minimally affect hitting, but moderately affect running. I know you can't see that because of my head in the way. Just so as you can see it. Kenny Rodriguez, another community credit player, has a sore shoulder. Day-to-day, expected to last him a week. Moderate effect to his throwing. Sean Clisby has a sprained ankle. Expected to affect him for a week. We'll see if his next start gets affected at all. And then, of course, Landry with the elbow contusion. All right. Was there any signings of any sorts? Nope. There was not. Why am I suddenly talking like Alan Rickman? No reason. Jake, I got that. All right, gang. Just peeking. The parent channel is on. Shipping up to Boston. Sporer's on. All right. Do I make someone smile or do I send you? Well, let's see. Dishnet's on, but he is doing eBaseball Power Pro. So what do we do? Do we make someone's day? Or do we send you to another out of the park streamer? Meanwhile, I'm going to just quick sim this without really showing you the stats so I can get the file out soon. Because I'll want to check on the wife and see if she is going to go see Leafy. Oh, Leaf. Well, that's what I was saying. Leaf Princess, I know, is on doing artwork again. So we could always go over there. That'll make JR happy because she's very friendly. I'll leave it like that. I guess we'll do that. No one else has said anything else, so. All right, let's go make someone's day. I'll finish this off. Remember, 7 o'clock Thursday night, same cat time, same cat channel is what we'll be doing. JC, nice to have you here. Thanks for coming on in, and we hope to see you again soon. Back to our litter box. I'm going Fluffy Kitty Ninjas to assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, put my head back on straight, and we'll be back in front of you. Thursday night, more eMLB Game of the Night. Remember, Thursday, then Sunday, and then a full week off for vacation in the long overdue honeymoon, so long as my wife's health continues to improve. Remember, how you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So please go and do your best. We're glad you always decide to spend some of your time here. Thanks for that. Thanks for the subs, the bits, the donations, the follows, and of course your time. That's the most precious commodity you've got. We hope to see you again Thursday night. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you soon. Over to Leaf Princess we go to do some artwork. Peace.
You jackass!